Potter self-published the highly successful children's book, The Tale of Peter Rabbit. Following this, Potter began writing and illustrating children's books full-time. In all, Potter wrote 30 books, the best known being her 23 children's tales. With the proceeds from the books and a legacy from an aunt, in 1905, Potter bought Hilltop Farm near Sawley, a village in the Lake District, which at the time was in Lancashire. Over the following decades, she purchased additional farms to preserve the unique hill country landscape. In 1913, at the age of 47, she married William Heelis, a respected local solicitor from Hawkshead. Potter was also a prize-winning breeder of Hardwick sheep and a prosperous farmer keenly interested in land preservation. She continued to write and illustrate and to design spin-off merchandise based on her children's book for British publisher Warne, until the duties of land management and her diminishing eyesight made it difficult to continue. Potter died of pneumonia and heart disease on December 22, 1943, at her home near Sawley at the age of 77, leaving almost all of her property to the National Trust. She is credited with preserving much of the land that now constitute the Lake District National Park. Potter's books continue to sell throughout the world, in many languages, with her stories being retold in songs, films, ballets, and animations, and her life depicted in a feature film and television miniseries. Quotations from Beatrix Potter. There is something delicious about writing the first words of a story. You never quite know where it will take you. I hold that a strongly marked personality can influence descendants for generations. Thank goodness I was never sent to school. It would have rubbed off some of my originality. I cannot rest. I must draw, however poor the result, and when I have a bad time come over me, it is a stronger desire than ever. All outward forms of religion are almost useless, and are the causes of endless strife. Believe there is a great power silently working for all things that are good. Behave yourself, and never mind the rest. I remember I used to half believe and wholly play with fairies when I was a child. What heaven can be more real than to retain the spirit world of childhood, tempered and balanced by knowledge and common sense? Thank goodness my education was neglected. Most people, after one success, are so afraid of doing less well that they rub off all the good that they have done in their subsequent work. What heaven can be more real than to retain the spirit world of childhood? I hold an old-fashioned notion that a happy marriage is the crown of a woman's life. I fear that we will be obliged to leave this particular pudding. With opportunity, the world is intensely interesting. I am, of course, aware that these little books I write don't really last very long, even if they are a success at the time. If I have done anything, even a little, to help children enjoy honest, simple pleasures, I have done then a bit of good. One place suits one person. Another place suits another person. For my part, I prefer to live in the country. There was one particular story in the paper about a week or so ago. A gentleman had a favorite cat whom he taught to sit at the dinner table, where it behaved very well. He was in the habit of putting any scraps he left onto the cat's plate. One day the cat did not take the place punctually, but presently appeared with 2 mice, one of which it placed on its master's plate and the other on its own.